Okay, so this is just kind of a lazy demonstration of wiggle real quick, kind of showing what it actually is. So if you go to a top left corner, so something like this, and then you've got you here. If you try moving sort of mostly left, but just very slightly up, so that you have whatever the left-facing walking sprite is, while you're still moving ever so slightly up, the game won't check for like any collision for whatever's above you. So you just start moving up through that wall. So you can kind of see here in this clip, I go into this top left corner, and then my mouse, or I guess my finger, is over here on the left side of the screen. So you can see I've got the left-facing walking sprite, but my finger's ever so slightly above where my character actually is. And that means I just end up kind of moving up into the wall here, so it's not checking for any collision above me. It's really finicky to get, but once you realize sort of how you're doing it, it's extremely consistent to get it. Because you can see here, I just walk up into the corner and I get it straight away. Because I think I recorded this yesterday, but at that point I'd kind of already figured out what the trick for it is. As far as actual uses for this go, there are a few currently, and we don't have all of them. But the biggest one for people earlier on in the game is if you go to black bonus area. White bonus area is directly above that. So if you clip into the top left wall, and it takes quite a while to get up, but you can definitely do it like without losing too much BP. Then you would be able to get into WBA without having to meet the weapons requirement, which skips quite a lot of effort for most people, I'd say. Like, you can get the WBA gear way earlier than you're supposed to. And then the other useful application of this, really, is skipping across places in maze. Like, let's say you spawned all the way down here at worst spawn. You no longer have to walk all the way around to get to kind of the main hub area, because you can just come up here and then clip through this like little gap here and walk straight over to Red Eyes. There's also down here in Heaven, let's say you just killed Suzaku, then you can kind of clip into Seiyu's area without having to walk like back down and all the way around, and that does also save quite a lot of gauge. There are other more stupid things we're discovering with it, like if you walk off the top of the Archangel's map, then you'll go back to Maze, because those maps are right next to each other in the like global map for some reason. Past that, there doesn't seem to be that many uses for it, because you can only move directly upwards. You can't like force yourself to go left. You could only go left if there wasn't any collision out of bounds once you'd gone up. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful.